Now it's starting to get to the tricky part, or maybe things might feel like they're getting a little bit harder that you've kind of put to the back of the burner, but now you've got to deal with them.
That hits the nail on the head. So I was married to an alcoholic. Um, he's been in jail, and I filed for divorce. It was final in June. He's getting out in November. So I've been like really stressed out. Even though we're divorced, been really stressed out about him getting out. So this makes total sense.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm just going to scan your energetic field here just a bit and see what we've got going on. When I look at your aura and your energy, I'm kind of seeing like, little pieces of you almost kind of falling off. Uh, Not really, but they're just using that symbolism. It just feels like, do you feel like you're just being pulled in a lot of different directions right now?
I do.
And they want me to tell you that it's okay. Just, you don't have to try to get everything done in one day, because it feels like you add a lot of stress to yourself because, I almost want to say you're a perfectionist, or you really are wanting to get everything done, all the loose ends tied together. Spirit is just saying it's okay, whatever doesn't get done today, then that's fine. There's always tomorrow, and things might change. Your life seems to really be changing in different directions. It's almost feels like you start to get your footing, and then something else comes and kind of trips you up. Does that make sense?
Very much so. Yes.
Okay. And they're saying that's all right. When it does, and it's easy for me to say that's all right, but I've had stuff like that too. And man, when you get one after another, after another, after another, it tends to take a toll on you.
Oh, it does. Definitely.
Yeah. So Spirit is saying we love the way that you can still power through it, and they said, keep your head together. Um, for the most part, because we want you to be able to express and to release some of this tension. One thing they said that would help with trying to not store all of the stress in your body would be to do physical, maybe walking or any kind of yoga, any kind of work where you can kind of get your body moving a little bit.
Hmm.
um, that would help, because when I get into the body, of course, I'm no doctor, they're showing me different parts of the body where it feels like there's just stuck energy. So you might start to have aches and pains in different parts of your body, and maybe even your joints. Do you have any of that?
I have actually I have really bad back pain, but I get epidural injections for those like 3 times a month.
Okay.
So I'm not
Yeah,
sure anything to do with it, but it probably doesn't help.
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, everything, everything is energy, and whatever happens, whatever you see outside of you, the body remembers it and stores it.
Hmm.
So that's why they're saying breath work would help, kind of doing a little bit of yoga and things of this nature. Um, and also monitor, which everybody should, I know, but monitor kind of what goes in the body, as far as what you eat or drink.
Right.
So let's see things here. They're kind of taking me down a different road. One thing that your team is showing me is that you really have taken care of a lot of business or a lot of things, because they say you panned some things out. Uh, does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
And whatever you've done, you did a good job, because the road they show me is beautiful pavement. But there's still more to be done. And that's okay, because now it's starting to get to the tricky part, or maybe things might feel like they're getting a little bit harder that you've kind of put to the back of the burner, but now you've got to deal with them. Um, it's just saying that those will pan out as well.
Uh,
Um,
that hits the nail on the head. So I was married to an alcoholic. Um, he's been in jail, and I filed for divorce. It was final in June. He's getting out in November. So I've been like really stressed out. Even though we're divorced, been really stressed out about him getting out. So this makes total sense.
Okay, good.
Once I divorced him, I felt so much better. But now, as the time's coming up that he's fixing to get out, then it really, yeah, that causes some anxiety. So that makes 100% sense.
Okay. Let's, as you're talking, I'm talking to your spirit team, kind of asking if they can kind of elaborate a little bit on what's going on here when he does get out and what you might want to expect here. Um, thank you. One thing that your spirit team is saying is we don't see where him getting out is going to affect you like you think it is.
Okay, good.
It almost, I hate to say it, almost feels like you're kind of, I don't want to say blowing it out of proportion, but that's kind of what they're saying.
Well, that's.
Um, yeah, so good. And so, yeah, it feels like that this time in the slammer, so to speak, has done him some good, and
Mhm.
he might see things a little bit differently when he comes out. Um, Honestly, and I'm not invading his privacy, but they are kind of letting me in a little bit. If he didn't want me in his energy to his higher self, the spirit wouldn't show me anything.
Right.
But they are showing me one thing with him. Believe it or not, he actually has a lot of respect for you um, because you did walk away from him.
Wow.
So I don't know if before you didn't have boundaries and you kind of let him walk all over you, or you always forgave him, or something of this nature. But they're just showing me, man, you mean business now, and he honestly didn't feel like you would go through with it.
Yeah,
Um,
I definitely knew he didn't think I would go through with it because he was shocked. Um,
yeah.
I've over the past 2 years while he's been, I've learned a lot about myself. And as far as boundaries, that was one thing like I never had, and I
Mhm.
definitely have now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got to tell you, he's just, his higher self is telling me he never thought you'd go through with it. And he kind of respects you for it because it was a slap in the face to him. And being in, they keep calling it the slammer. I don't know why they call it
That,
that. It's
I always call
funny.
it plank.
Oh, yeah. But they just said that did him a world of good. Kind of let him dry out a little bit. And it's funny because they said, and he got to know Jesus or spirit. So I don't know if he, um, kind of is working with God or the angels, but it feels like he's been calling on them a lot. So again, to swing back around to you, they're just saying, we don't feel you have anything to worry about.
Good.
And thank you. Now I know what they're talking about. When we started this reading, how I said, oh, it's just like bits and pieces of you are kind of falling off. But it just energetically, like in your aura. But we
Uh-huh.
see where you're picking them back up, and it's almost like you're starting to feel whole again. The longer that time goes, the more you're going to start to feel whole and happy. They said because you haven't been happy for a long time. Is that correct?
No, I haven't, and I finally like started feeling it again.
Good. They said every day try to carve out at least 15 minutes just for you. Um, Whatever it is, even a half hour, whatever it is you want to do. Watch a movie, go for a walk. We like the going for a walk with you, and we like for you to be outside in the fresh air.
Yeah, I love being outside anyway, so that's good.
Yeah. Another thing they're talking about is don't wait for anybody to ask you to go out to lunch or to maybe go to a movie or to do something. Ask, you be the one that reach out to people, is what they're saying.
Okay.
Um,
I've kind of became
they
a homebody.
do what?
That I've kind of became a homebody.
Yeah, that must be why they're saying get out. We'd like to see you out in the fresh air, and then start. And I tell you, it's easy to get like that. And the more that you get to be a homebody, the more that it's going to feel weird getting out. So that's why they're saying they don't want you to get into this rut. Start reaching out to people and say, hey, you just want to go grab a bite for lunch or go see a
So
movie or something.
Okay.
Um, do you ever play card games, uh, like euchre or something with other people?
No.
Have you ever done that?
um, no, I'm not a
Okay.
big card player, mostly because half the time I can't understand it.
Well, they showed me, and it because I'm like, maybe is it Yahtzee? Is it board games? She goes, no, it feels like it's cards. So maybe it just. I used to do this with a couple of my three of my other friends, and we would do like euchre or something or spades. I don't know what it is. That's what they're showing me with you. So you might have a friend or somebody that teaches you how to do that,
Okay.
and that gives you something to look forward to maybe every week or every other week. We also see one more thing here coming up is where um, they're showing me you reading a book. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got the book in your hand. You could be reading something online, but you're going to get into a different hobby that's really going to strike your fancy. And you're just going to gobble up every bit of information that you can get about this. And that's what we love too. That's what's going to really make you happy is that you're finally getting the opportunity to where you can do things that make you happy. And we do see you stumbling upon this by Thanksgiving, is what they're showing me. So
I wonder. I'm getting ready to study for my life insurance license, so I wonder if that's what they're talking about.
I don't think that's it.
That's not. I wonder what it is.
No,
I guess I'll find out by Thanksgiving.
yeah, this feels more like,
Something
well,
fun.
what? Yes, because what they showed me is me painting rocks. I never thought I'd do that. I'm telling you, I love painting rocks and I put them outside. Um, it's something like that,
Uh,
something that just mindless, very creative that we see you doing, but you're really going to get into doing it and buy a lot of stuff or read a lot of stuff about it, and it's really going to, you might not even tap into it until around Thanksgiving time,
huh.
but that's where we see where it might start taking off. um, so yeah, a lot of doors opening up for you, and bringing, and when these doors open up, they're showing me sunlight coming in for you. uh, so it's just wonderful. We love the way that the energy is not heavy because it felt like a, almost like a dark cloud hovering over you.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. And that's out of the way, although we still see a little bit of it above
Yeah.
you. Not only with the sun, though, we see a wonderful rainbow. Whenever they show me rainbow, that is healing coming in from the angels and from your loved ones on the other side. You have a lot of people, a lot of loved ones on the other side that come and check in on you often. So, whenever you feel alone, they want me to tell you you're never alone, that you have a lot of people around you, and um, they come in and they check in on you and they send you love. And they say they hear your cries and your prayers.